We are back with No Money Spent episode number 10. I cannot believe we're already at 10 episodes so far. We're about a little bit over a month into the game right now. And we've got something looming here that should be a huge addition to MLB The Show 22. And that addition I'm talking about is our first actual collection reward. So if you guys remember last year, we had actual multiple collection rewards throughout the year. And our first collection reward came at the end of May, and it was 99 Mariano Rivera. So I was able to find this article that was written last year. I'll have it down in the links for you guys as well. But pretty much this is just talking about the collection reward of Mariano Rivera. And just to outline this was published on May 28th. Today it is May 8th. So I have to think at least in the next couple of weeks that we do have a collection reward coming here. And I want to make sure we get prepared for this because a lot of these prices will go way up and there's some really important things you guys should be doing. So first off, what I want to show you guys is what the different collection and how many actual players you needed. Now, this does not mean right now we need this many players. It's a good indicator of what we could have coming, but I know a lot of some of the the postseason players, I think there's literally only like 7 or 8 of them right now in the game, which is obviously over the 10 postseason players. It's going to be a little bit different, but this is just a really good gauge to look at of, you know, what we could actually expect from it. So last year you had to get 14 vouchers, and pretty much the vouchers are, if you do the collection, you get this little voucher that shows you finish the collection, you exchange those vouchers to get the actual player. So last year, just to go over these things that we had, from that, we had to get a 99 overall Jackie Robinson. That was something to collect the 42. Now, we do have the face of the franchise this year. I'm not sure what could be connected to that. I'm sure it'll be connected to this collection, but I'm not sure how many we actually need from that. You actually have all the 42 cards to get Jackie Robinson there, so just keep that in mind as well. We did 8 milestone players, 10 second half hero players, 20 prospects, 4 prime players, 8 award players, 2 signature players, 10 monthly award players, 10 future stars players, 20 rookie players, 15 breakout players, 25 all-star players, 25 veteran players, 10 postseason players, and 30 tops now players. So in essence, you had to have what, over 200 cards to actually get this 99 Mariano Rivera card, which is very good. But let's actually take a look at MLB Show 22 right now and look at how many we actually have in each collection and what we can expect from that and what we should be doing to get prepared for it. Okay, so let's go over to our Legends and Flashbacks tab. So right now, if you guys look at my screen, I have all of them completed up to the point of what you need to get the actual reward from each of these different collections. So right now we have 5, 10, 15. We have 16 different collections, and that should stay the same as for right now. Like I said, they'll have a new collection pop up here showing the player that it's going to be, and then the vouchers will go towards that. So let's just take a look at our players we have right now and what we can kind of expect for how many we need for each of these different collections. So we go into postseason right here. Like I said, there's only 7 postseason players. You only needed 2 in the to begin with. I'm thinking, you know, maybe 5, maybe 4 to 5 on this one as well. But just remember to keep in mind that we will be getting new players along the way as well. So there could be more going into it, but just kind of base it off of how many are actually total. And we kind of want to go about 80 to 85% of the collection for those ones. So like I said right here, we have about 7 total for the postseason. For our veteran series, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and 25. So 25 total veteran players, around probably 20 to 21 total cards we want to be using for this. One thing really to note too is if you guys play a lot of Battle Royale, or if you guys have a lot of these flashback cards that we're getting throughout the program, hold on to those cards right now because their prices go way up, and these prices, I promise you guys, will go way up once this new card comes out because everyone wants to get that card, so they're going to be wanting to spend as many stubs as they can to actually get this card. So keep that in mind as we are going through that as well right here. Now, the All-Star one I think might be the toughest one because it has the most actual headliner cards that we can expect from it. So that's one I don't have a ton in. But for right now, we have All-Star. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 49 different cards for our All-Star. So that's a lot. There's a lot of All-Star cards in the game right now. And like I said right here, so I have multiples of like Brian Wilson. Again, this is actually a really good investment opportunity too. So if we take a look at Brian Wilson right now, he's about 659 stubs. I guarantee that'll double, that'll triple in price once we actually figure out the collection reward coming out here. So make sure you guys are, you know, taking a look at these different cards and you guys can invest in them. That's a really good thing to do right now because like I said, these cards are going to go way up, and once you guys get to it and it gets way expensive, you guys will want to make sure you guys have these cards. So there is the all-star collection right there. Let's go to the breakout. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 34 breakout cards, probably around 28, I would say, breakout cards we'll probably need for it. Again, we have some duplicates that we're saving from the program, so keep that in mind as well. I have some buyers in for some of these cards, but I'm not going to be able to get all of them right now. I don't want to spend all my stubs and tie them up in collections. Again, we just want to try to get about 80 to 85% of these cards as well. So let's go to the rookie. I think I have every rookie card. These ones are pretty easy to do. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and 26. So only 26 cards of the rookie. A lot of these are from the BR reward pass, so if you guys are at least doing those, and obviously from the program as well. The only tough ones might be, I mean, these ones are from the event. They're not really worth that much. Like Willie Mays is 11,000 right there. We got Manny Minosa 8. I think Steven Strasburg was the Nationals collection reward. Honus Wagner, I don't remember who he's from. He might be from an event too. I'm not exactly positive. I don't remember off the top of my head, but rookie one should be pretty easy, pretty simple to get done for you guys. Now, this is where it kind of starts to get a little bit tougher, because with some of these different card series, there aren't a lot of these cards, and inherently they cost a lot more. So we go to the second half heroes. Right now, we have 4, 8, 12. We have 13 of these cards. I have, what, 2, 5, 8... I have 9 of these cards right now, and these other cards that I don't have are worth a decent amount of stuff. There's 24,000 right there. I think Ryan Sanders around 16. Yeah, about 17,000 right there. I'll probably pick him up. You have Kyle Ripken as a World Series award, so his price is going to be quite a bit, 61,000 right there. Jason Bay is a 12-0 Legend reward, or a Flawless reward, I should say now, and he's about 40,000 right there too. Some of these guys right here, like Vada Blue, is only 15. Brandon Webb, I think he's a collection reward. I'm trying to think off the top of my head where a lot of these guys came from. Gary Carter's collection reward. We got our program bosses as well. I would probably scoop those up pretty soon here. Their prices will probably stay about 20 to 25K around that range for right now, because that's where it usually stays towards the end of an actual program. So keep that in mind as well. Alfonso Soriano, another event reward right there. About 13,000 stubs, so keep that in mind. Those ones are a little more scarce, unfortunately. Tops now pretty easy, as you guys know. We just get these along the way, so keep those in mind. There's not really too many of them. Just make sure you guys hold on these Tops Now cards, because you will need these for the collection as well. Monthly awards, again, same thing as well. We're gonna need to be having these monthly awards cards. There's 4, 8, 12. There's 14 of them right there. You don't get 3 of them, but you do get those other card packs towards the end of the Player of the Month pack. So make sure you guys are getting those done as well too, so that way you guys can get these cards and get most of these cards done too. I know a lot of people sold these, so keep in mind they are available on the market, unlike it was last year. Now let's get into our prospect. Prospect is pretty easy as well. The majority of these cards are all golds, and they're cards you can get for free by doing the Conquest map. Again, I think they're all under 2K right now, about 1,600, 1,800. So keep in mind, make sure you guys buy these cards, so they will go way up in price. I think if I remember last year, these cards were around like 6 to 8K each once the new collection came out. At least the gold cards. Diamond cards shouldn't be too much either. I think he's going for like 6,000 something. Towards the top here, it's a little bit more. But again, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. We have 43 prospect cards here. Probably venture around above 30 at least, probably closer to 35 you'll probably need. Make sure you get all the gold cards at least, and try to get the lower tier diamonds to kind of spend some subs on those. That way you can get some of these prospect collections done off the rip too. Now, the face of the franchise one is what I'm kind of kicking myself for right now. I did get 12 of them, obviously, by doing the program, but these cards for a while were actually going for quick sell value. Now they're about double or triple that, unfortunately. So I kind of kicked myself, because I could have bought them a little bit ago, but now they're pushing the way above 20K again, which kind of sucks, because I guarantee these cards will be part of the actual collection reward too. Now, I think we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. We have 30, because there's 30 teams in MLB. I should have known off the top of my head. Sorry about that. But I would venture to guess you probably need at least 20 of them to at least get the face of the franchise voucher as well. So keep in mind with that too. And one thing we should mention too, as we're going through this, is there, at least last year, you didn't need every single voucher to get the collection. I think you could skip out on one of them, and when it got towards the end of the year, you could skip out on 2 of them. So You know, if there's one that's super expensive, like the face of the franchise right now, where you need a lot of players that you don't have off the rip, that might be a good one to skip along the way. Prime cards, again, not a lot of them. There's only 8 of them. I think Carlos Carrasco just came out in the headliner pack, and Adam Dunn was in the headliner pack not that long ago either. Make sure you guys get these cards, probably 6 of them, 5 to 6 of them you'll need for the collection as well. To the awards, again, not a lot here either. There's only 6 of these cards, and I think most of them have to do with actually getting collections done. With Frank Thomas, Kirk Gibson, Dallas Keuchel. Albert Pujols was a chase pack headliner for David Price, and I think Houston Street might have been a headliner too, or part of a chase packer. I'm not exactly positive on that one, but you know, again, probably have at least 4 of these cards, and if you have the extra stubs, you know, spend it on these cards when you can. These ones, usually the ones that are pretty scarce, like the prime cards, the awards cards, and signature cards here we're going to talk about, the milestone cards, their prices don't really fluctuate a ton with the new collection coming out. So if you don't have them before, I don't think it'll go up terribly. They might go up 5 to 10K, not too much, because really there's just not a lot of them out there anyways. So keep that in mind as well as we're going through it. There's only 4 signature series cards, and I think 3 of them have to do with collection rewards, and then you have John Franco there just from a headliner, if I remember that right too. Milestone, there's only 3 of them. Again, Zach Britton was from the program. You have Don Willis from World Series Reward, and you have Roberto Clemente from the NL collection. So probably 2 of those guys at least. This one's gonna be interesting to see what they do with these card art guys. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with these guys, or what we'll need for it. I'm just not really positive about this one. So this one, maybe we skip over for right now. I'm really not sure what we can expect from the actual cover legend guys, because I would think you'd probably need more than one of them. But again, I assume it'll probably be part of the collection, but there really is no other way to get them. So maybe they'll be part of a pack at some point too. So maybe you want to put some subs, maybe invest in them too if you want to. So keep that in mind. And then cover athlete, I don't know if this will be part of it. This is kind of its own separate thing. I think this will be the thing kind of with Jackie Robinson, where we had Jackie Robinson. You had to get all the cards to get Jackie Robinson, and he's kind of part of one of the vouchers that you don't actually need, but you can use towards it. So I think if you have Joe Mauer, you're just in a good spot right there with that too. So keep in mind, this collection should be coming out here pretty soon, so make sure you guys are spending your subs right now, because these rewards will go way up in price, and we do not be buying these cards when they are super high, because you're just wasting subs when you can be buying them right now. So like I said, last year around the end of May, we had our first collection reward, so we are a little bit ahead of the curve right now, but I want to make sure we're actually getting in front of that way we're not losing subs, and we could be making some subs and investing in these cards too. So keep that in mind. Hopefully this helps you guys out, because last year I kind of got stuck on that tail end where I spent a lot of subs towards the end when I really shouldn't have. I could have invested in the beginning. So make sure you guys are doing it right now. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below what you guys are going to be doing for this collection reward, or even who you guys think it might be coming up here. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel as well. We have all these tips and tricks for you guys, so hopefully it's helping you guys out, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.